Yeah, cool. That's
Awesome.
cool.
So what's new?
Excuse me?
What's new?
What's new? What's new for me is nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. How was the trip to a beach?
Oh
Beach,
yeah, we
beach.
didn't go. I thought it was gonna be a beach, but it wasn't a beach.
Ah,
It was a resort, but
yeah.
it was next to a river.
Next to
A
river.
river.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So there was a zip line. You know a zip line?
It's like ATV or something like that.
Yeah, they had ATVs there. That's an all-terrain vehicle, so
Yeah.
you could ride the ATVs, but you have to pay extra money for that.
Mm,
So,
mm.
uh, a zip line is like what do you call it? It's like
Hanging.
you start somewhere high here, and then
Ah,
there's a
I
low
see, I
part,
see.
and like here's the river,
There's a
and then
cable,
there's a cable.
and then you hang the
You hang on a
yeah.
harness with
Yeah,
you,
harness. Yeah, right.
and you go whack,
Mm,
and then you can also go back and then go up again. So
mm.
I think the zip line was like two or three football. It's like 2 or 300 yards, meters
No, yeah.
long.
Mm-mm.
I didn't go on it, but it costs money, and then it only lasts for about 2 or 3 minutes.
And then
You can go two ways, so like
mm,
6 minutes total or something.
mm,
So,
yeah,
but I went to the zoo. They had a zoo there, so I
a
saw
zoo there.
monkeys and a
Mm,
tiger, snakes, alligators, birds.
mm, mm,
It was cool.
yeah.
Uh, so we ate food and we had competitions like games,
Mm,
competition games,
mm,
teams. So yeah, my team we won like 4 events,
yeah.
so that was cool.
That was
And I went
cool.
swimming.
Swimming in the
Yeah.
river or
No, they had a bunch of swimming pools, like three or four, three swimming pools.
in the resort, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, it was great. And we ate one
Mm.
roasted whole pig
Oh,
with the head and everything.
oh,
You know, the pig head,
yeah, yeah, I know.
and then the body is like a big pig,
Oh,
and there's the ear.
yeah, it was
So
like
it
this
was
way.
delicious.
Yeah, right, right.
And we ate fruit, watermelon, pineapples, mangoes, bananas.
Mm, yeah, right. One night,
Yeah.
two
Huh?
days. One night, two
No,
days.
just one day.
Just one
There
day.
and yeah, one day there and back.
Mm, yeah.
So
Mm,
yeah, it was great. So there was a truck on the way there, a
mm,
liquid nitrogen truck that broke. So there was
yeah.
liquid nitrogen coming out of the
Uh,
tanker truck. So
mm,
we had a delay. There was traffic,
oh,
but it was okay. Not a big deal.
yeah. Mm, mm, mm. And then
How about did you do anything fun during the weekend with your? Oh, how did the photography session go?
photographer session go. I paid for that. Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
that's
Of course,
that
you
that's
have
all.
to.
Yeah, I
That's
paid.
all. That's it.
Yeah, I paid, and then and then and then we were taken. mm, You know what I mean? The photographer took a picture of us,
Mhm.
especially my wife's pictures. Mm.
Yeah, with the belly,
Yeah,
the big.
she was in a dress. She was in a dress that bared her baby thumb. You know what I mean?
Cool. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's cool.
That was not cool. Mm.
No, you didn't like it.
Just boring, and that was boring, and they charged too much money for that.
Uh,
So I didn't like that. But
uh
I pretend like I really enjoy the shooting. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
You pretended.
Yeah.
So, was your wife happy?
Yeah. I think so. Mm. She looked like she was just satisfied, mm-mm,
That's
with
good.
the pictures. Mm.
Uh-huh. So, what did anything else happen that was fun, or did you just watch your movies, watch TV shows?
Mm. Watch movies, watch TV show. I don't know. Mm. Michael, can I ask you
Uh-huh.
about question? Can I ask
Sure.
you a question about the English expressions?
Yeah.
Like, like, mm, okay, wait. Okay. View and view and scenery,
Mhm.
scenery and landscape. Mm, I have a bad handwriting, so
Okay, me too. Most men have bad handwriting.
really, um,
Yeah.
yeah. What's the difference between these three?
Well,
Oh,
they're very similar. They're kind of synonyms.
yeah,
Uh,
kind of synonym.
yeah, synonyms mean they have a similar meaning.
Yeah.
So, like, I could say the view is what I see. Like, from my hotel room window, I have a bad view. It's just a wall or a courtyard. But somebody with a nice view can see far away, like the city, the whole city from a high point,
Mm-mm.
or the trees, or the forest, or a garden,
Mm-mm.
or the river. So the view is what you can see. The scenery is
Yeah.
also what you can see,
Yeah.
and the scenery changes when you walk around, and the view changes when you walk around. So they're kind of the same. The
Mm.
view focuses more on what you can see,
Uh.
and scenery
It's more like
focuses more about what you can see.
it's same.
Kind of the same, yeah. And landscape,
Yeah.
the landscape is just the way that the land is organized. So either
Ah.
it's natural or it's man made. So
Mm.
landscape can also be like a verb or an adjective. Like
Mm.
landscape is a noun.
Mm.
It's the land and the way it's organized, the way
Mm.
it's but if you're like an landscape architecture
Mm-mm.
or a landscape architect, you're somebody who designs landscapes physically,
Uh. Le-
changes. Like if you're a golf course landscape architect, you can design
uh.
the way the golf course. will be when you're finished. You have to dig holes to make water traps and sand traps and plant trees in certain
uh,
places and grass, certain kinds of grass in certain places,
uh,
and flowers. So
uh,
you
uh,
can manipulate the way the golf course will look. You design it and then you
mm,
create it from the land and the plants.
you mean you mean landscape refers to man-made scenery.
Right.
Uh,
Landscape can refer to man made scenery or
okay.
man made landscapes, like gardens are man
Uh,
made landscapes,
uh,
swimming pools,
s-
ponds.
mm,
They can be natural or they can be man made.
mm,
So you can use landscape as an adjective. I'm a landscape architect,
mm,
or I'm uh, a landscape maintenance
mm.
person. I mow the lawn and plant the annual flowers and trim the perennial flower bushes and like that. So uh, you can also use it as a
Mm-mm.
verb, landscaping. I'm
Mm,
landscaping my backyard is like you're actively changing the landscape by planting trees or bushes, digging holes, building your
mm,
own pond, or maybe a small fish pond with koi, Japanese or Chinese fish,
uh,
goldfish. You can make a garden, a vegetable garden or a flower garden. You can put paving stones in the grass so you can make a path to walk on.
mm,
So, yeah, you can people talk about landscaping their
mm-mm.
body, like, body hair. So some people want to shape their beard or other
Mm-mm.
body hair.
Mm-mm.
So they call it, like, if you're trimming your hair or your beard or other body hair,
Mm-mm.
they call it manscaping.
Manscaping.
Yeah. Uh,
Mm,
Manscaping is like trimming your hair so you look civilized, not like a wild animal man, a
yeah.
caveman. If you just grow your beard and don't trim it or shave it,
Mm,
you're not doing any manscaping.
mm. I know, I know. I see, I see. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Mm-mm.
they're very similar. Like,
Uh,
I could say we had a great view from my hotel room.
from my hotel
The
room.
scenery
Mm-mm.
was beautiful. We could see the river, and there were trees on the other side, and on this side of the river there was a lawn with picnic
Scenery
tables
was
and
beautiful.
flower gardens.
How about this one?
The land.
View was beautiful.
Hmm.
Scenery was beautiful. They are
Yep.
interchangeable, right?
Yeah, they are. Yep.
But
The view is
landscape, yeah.
the view is what you see
Mm-mm.
from where you are.
From
But
where?
if you move around, like if you go outside of your hotel room and walk
Uh,
around,
uh,
you can take in all of the scenery by walking around and viewing it from different points of view. So the
uh,
scenery changes. Like when you're driving, the scenery is always changing unless you're stopped at a
uh,
stoplight or in traffic.
uh,
Landscape is either the man made design or the natural
mm-mm.
design or contours of the land.
It's they are pretty similar.
Pretty similar, yeah.
Pretty similar. So,
View can also be used metaphorically, like my point of view means my opinion
mm-mm.
or my way of thinking.
From my point of view, the wedding photography isn't worth the money, right?
Right.
Mm-mm.
So you could say, Yeah, so you can state your opinion by talking about the way you see things.
Mm-mm.
I see things from a different perspective than you do, right?
How?
Because you're
Yeah.
Korean and I'm American, so we see different things happen in our culture,
Uh,
and then we don't actually, it's so ubiquitous, we don't really notice it until we leave and go somewhere else. Then we see something different. We go, oh wow, people don't do that in my country. They do this,
mm-mm.
and we see the difference. Or like,
We call that cultural difference.
yeah, your cultural view, your economic view, your educational view.
How about this one? Educational landscape.
Yeah, the educational landscape at the school
Yeah.
is very limited to art, like at Yonsei. It's very limited. It's limited to art and
Mm-mm.
dance and music and performing arts and but when you go to some place like Seoul University, they have
Mm-mm.
a more humanities, science, social sciences,
Mm.
engineering, right?
Yeah, right, right.
Right. So yeah, the educational landscape
Hmm.
or
Educational
the
landscape.
social landscape of my company is
Mm,
very
mm,
nice. People
mm,
are friendly and
mm, mm, mm.
so you can use view and landscape are used metaphorically as
Uh,
metaphors to
mm.
describe the feeling or your opinion.
How about this one?
Uh-huh.
From my point of from my point of scenery, it doesn't
No,
make sense.
it's crazy. It sounds weird. From my point of view, or you can talk about the educational landscape, or the social landscape, or the economic landscape.
Mm,
The economic landscape of Korea
mm,
is quite nice. The
mm,
economy is doing very well.
mm,
The social landscape is a little is changing because many people aren't having many children. So the population demography, the
mm,
demographics of Korea are changing.
mm, mm. Marriage landscape is crazy here in
What?
Korea.
The what? Marriage
Marriage.
landscape.
Mm-mm,
Okay. Yeah, the marriage landscape or the demographic landscape
mm-mm,
is changing. The way the number of old people are increasing and the number of young people are decreasing
mm-mm. Right,
because
right.
people are living longer and not having very many children. So,
Mm-mm. Yeah, right. Wow. So, Michael?
oh, we
Yeah.
can also talk about like the
Mm-mm.
often people talk about the urban landscape.
Urban landscape.
Yeah, so that refers to cities. Like the urban landscape of Detroit looks
Mm,
like some
mm.
kind of third world country.
Third world country.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
terrible because Detroit filed for bankruptcy. There are many many of the homes are vacant and
Oh.
hardly anybody has a job. So there's a lot of homeless people,
Mm,
drug dealers, drug addicts, vacant houses, closed businesses.
mm,
But the urban landscape of a more modern city, like someplace in Florida or Chicago or New York, is very different.
mm. Chicago, New York. Mm-mm,
Yeah, Washington or Portland. Those
mm,
cities are a lot newer than New York or Chicago. New York and Chicago have a long history.
mm,
They have many historical buildings and
mm.
yeah.
Uh, uh, and Michael,
Uh-huh.
Michael,
Yeah.
I have another question.
Okay.
Okay? Mm, my you?
Go ahead.
Okay, okay. Um, uh, It's like 어디 갔노? I like I I how what's the difference between two sentences? Like does it make sense when I say like I like my toes being licked? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
I like
wait.
my toes being licked.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yes.
I like my toes my toes being licked, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I like getting getting my toes being my
Nope.
toes licked, okay?
Yeah. Mhm.
Mm-mm. licked. These two sentences are same meaning, have
Uh
same meaning.
no.
No,
The tense is different.
the tense is different.
Mhm.
Why present tense? I guess
Huh?
two two of the two sentences have present tense.
So,
Uh-uh.
uh
Mm-mm.
I like my toes
I like it.
being. I like getting. Yeah. I like my
I like getting my toes
toes being.
being
I
licked.
like. They're both kind of infinitive, but
Uh-uh.
you just change. I like my toes. I like getting my. So you're just changing the verb placement. I like getting my
Mm-mm.
toes. They're both infinitive form. Like something you do always. You always like it. And you just change the verb, getting and being.
Getting and being. I like. I like. I like my toes. I like my toes.
Being and getting.
Uh-uh.
I like getting my hair cut.
I
I like
like.
my hair being cut. So yeah, they're both infinitive forms. You're just using a different verb and the placement. You're using the
Uh,
possessive pronoun my either before or after the verb, but it doesn't matter whether.
uh,
Usually,
uh,
uh, it's my toes or getting my toes. I like getting. Usually, you would put the verb first. So I like,
mm-mm.
but being since it's a be verb,
Mm.
you have to put it after toes. So I like and licked is the action verb, being licked. Be is a be is a strange verb when it
uh,
works
uh,
within sentences. You have to change its position quite a bit
mm,
compared to other verbs.
mm. I like my toes being licked. Anyway, you like?
I think it tickles.
Yeah, I take us, but some of the guys, there's some of the guys who being, mm, who some of the guys who like getting their toes licked before something. So,
Right.
mm, and right, right. And then, do you have any special plan for this weekend?
This weekend,
Mm-mm.
uh, let's see. I think Saturday is my rest day from exercise. Oh wait, maybe tomorrow is my rest day. But
Rest
I think
today.
yeah. No, tomorrow is my rest day, but
Mm,
I need to do I need to do my stomach muscles. So I'll still do a short workout
mm,
on Friday. Just only
mm,
my mid my abdominal muscles, my core muscles.
mm, mm,
But
mm.
Saturday I will do my shoulders and my arms, my biceps and triceps.
Oh,
So
too many parts just for one day.
I try to do
Mm-mm,
my shoulders, biceps, triceps,
mm.
legs, and back and chest twice a week.
Twice a week. Ah, oh,
So
yeah.
I have to do
Yeah.
my uh I have to do my
Uh-uh.
arms, my biceps and triceps and shoulders, and
Mm-mm.
then legs, and then chest and back.
Mm.
Then a rest day, then again
And
start
then
over.
again. Mm.
But I have to do my abdominal muscles like 3 or 4 times a week
Yeah,
because
sounds cool.
abdominal muscles recover quickly because
Yeah, right,
you
right.
you you use them to sit up, to carry everything, to stand up, so they recover faster.
I don't usually do. I don't usually do my yaps nowadays.
Your abs,
Mm-mm. I don't
yeah.
usually do. Mm.
Some people don't do certain muscles like the back because they don't see it, so they don't think it's important. But if you do your stomach or your front shoulders or chest, you need to do your back so you can balance.
Yeah,
You will have
right.
an imbalance in your spine.
Mm-mm.
So if you push, you
Yeah,
need to do a pulling exercise for your back to
yeah, right.
balance the pushing motion. You need
Mm.
to do a pulling motion.
Mm.
If you do too many push exercises and no pull
Mm.
exercises, your body will be imbalanced.
Yeah.
If you
Uh.
push but you never pull, you
Mm-mm.
you never work the opposite muscles,
Yeah, right, right.
the
So
opposite.
for a person like me, I usually um how can I say? There's a 3 day push day and pull day and legs day. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. That's the how I work out all the time.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. For push day, I usually do my shoulder and my chest and triceps. And then pull day, I usually do pull ups and pull down and lows and
Yep.
deadlift. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then for legs day, I usually do squat, front and back squat, uh, uh,
Uh-huh.
and leg press, something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
All right. So then oh, I got to go, Shin, cuz our time's up. That was fast.
yeah. Right, right.
But but you have a good day. You sound
Okay.
tired. Are you going to stay up for the rest of the day?
Uh, no, no. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna go to bed right now.
Okay.
I'm
All
very
right.
sleepy.
Have a nice sleep.
Yeah, yeah. Right, right. Thank you,
Take
Michael.
You're welcome.
Bye, bye.